Well, hello, and welcome to the second reading. And as you could probably tell, I'm trying to get my technology all running smoothly and hopefully be able to run these live so that we can go over comments should people wish to participate and comment. Also, in the comments, you'll notice the link for the King James version of the text that you can look at. So we are going to go to chapter 2 now. And in chapter 1, I did notice a few things that warranted some discussion. In brief, a couple of the points were that it appeared to be something present when the Lord created the earth. It didn't appear out of nothing, as the current story goes from the mainstream about how our reality was created, that it came from nothing, from a speck. In this version of the creation of our reality, there was something there and it was given a form. Also, what I found interesting was there seemed to have been a genesis of the plant life and the animal life and the human life that was brought into this realm. So it wasn't invented here; it was implanted here, which I find extremely interesting. Another little point is that there seemed to be an emphasis on animals eating plants for meat, M-E-A-T, and for humans, for man to eat plants, suggesting a vegetarian diet or a diet primarily based on plants, which I thought, again, was interesting. Okay, so let's start chapter 2. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work, and he had made, and he rested on the seventh day for all his work which he had made. And the Lord blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested, and all his work which God created and made. And there are generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created. In the day that the Lord made the earth and the heavens, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew, for the Lord had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. But there went up a mist from the earth, and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord formed man from the dust of the ground, and breathed into the nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And the Lord planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. But out of the ground made the Lord to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, and the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And the river of the first is prison, and the name of the first is poison. That is it with compassion, the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. That's an interesting one. And the gold of that land is good. And there is Belanthium and the onyx stone. And the name of the second river is Gilion. And same is it that encompasses the whole land of Ethiopia. And then the name of the third river is Hiddekel. That is it which goeth towards the east of Aschea. And the fourth river to Euphrates. And the Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden, to dress it and to keep it. And the Lord commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou hast freely eat. Thou may freely eat. But of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest, therefore thou shalt surely die. And the Lord said, it is not good that man should be alone, and I will make him meet. I will make him and help meet for him. And out of the ground the Lord formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he should call them. And whatever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a help meet for him. But for Adam there was not found a helper for him. Interesting. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead of thereof. And the rib which the Lord had taken from Adam made he a woman, and he brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and they were not ashamed. Okay, well that ends the second chapter. I'm sorry if there were some names in there I had some difficulty pronouncing, but some quick points that I noticed, though, were the rivers and the names and the location. It gives a pretty good location for the Garden of Eden. And I'm sure even with our existing maps today, we could locate it based on that. Again, there was the reference to a plant-based diet and the fact that there was a tree that the Lord created, that he may eat freely of every tree in the garden. It didn't say animals. I find that personally I do eat meat, but after reading this, I'm starting to consider. And finally, the creation of Eve, which is interesting. I'll have to give that some more thought, but there's at least 3 or 4 paragraphs dedicated to Eve. And anyway, so that's pretty much it for the reading. I will do a second one. And again, if I get my act together, I will do these live, which will permit people to make comments, and we can maybe have discussions afterwards. So thanks again for joining, and see you soon.